Hey guys, just figured I would fill you in on what's happening this week because I'm not going to be able to put really any YouTube videos out for at least about a week, I would say. That's a pretty safe estimate. One thing I want to say straight away before I forget is not this weekend, but the next one, maybe somewhere around like the 12th or whatever, we're going to the Nowhere Jam. Me and my little brother are going to be heading out there. So if any of you are able to go out to that jam, it's going to be an amazing time. I'm so excited. I've never been there before, but I heard it's like mid-school BMX. Like it's like the coolest event ever, and I'm super excited to be a part of it. So before I forget, figured I would say that. Hopefully I'll see you guys out there. We'll be able to hang out and have a good time riding BMX. So, but I also want to fill you guys in that right now I am currently moving. So it's a big process. So much that I have to move and so much I have to get rid of and get into a different place, and we're in the process of it right now, and I figured I would take the time to show you guys some of the cool stuff that I found. Everything's going smooth so far. It's just been very, very time consuming, but I figured I would hold you guys over by doing a video showing you some of the BMX history I found in the process of it. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Let me show you what I got. So this is just some of it. I just want to point that out. This is not all the BMX stuff I have, but I found some of the stuff and I figured I would show you guys. So I guess we'll start off with this helmet, right? So this helmet is a very, very important helmet to me. I had this helmet before my crash, and I actually used it after my crash too. Like I did my first grind with this helmet, that epic moment when I was able to ride across that and then ride onto that rail and grind off of it on my BMX bike was so huge for me. It was so huge for the channel too, and everybody that was fans of the channel, because that was like the first time I was back on the BMX bike and I did a trick. So this is definitely a very, very sentimental piece to me, and I'm so glad that I have this thing still, and it's very, very important to me. So right here is a bunch of DVDs and magazines, and there's some other random stuff in there too, but I will crack that open in a second. But I figured I would show you guys this stuff first. Right here, found my Do Tour 2011 Champion BMX Park, and I ended up doing that backflip double tail whip down that huge step down, and I also ended it with that 720, the Cork 720, down that step down. Ghost rode my bike, and it was an epic moment, and I get to be reminded of it every time I look at this thing. And to be honest with you, I'm not a big trophy guy. I kind of keep them packed away, but it's out now, and we figured we'll talk about it. So I'm gonna move on down here though. This is pretty cool. All of you New Jersey riders will get a kick out of this. Here's an old Ironman Classic, and it's the second annual right there. See that? Wow, how cool is that? But this one is super important to me. Here is my 1997 #1 New Jersey State Championship jacket. I'm so proud of that. Like, out of all the things I have, like I have the Do Tour Cup that's right there, right? Like, yes, I'm very proud of that, of course, but like to have something this old is just insane. 1997, that was so long ago. It's crazy to think about. So we'll move back over here and I will crack this open, and I'm going to show you guys some of the cool magazines I have. Now, I was like being really strategic in packing this stuff away, but I will open this up and show you guys my favorite photo, probably like ever, that I've ever had in a magazine right here. This is the cover. This is Rooftop. And I was actually talking to him about this just about a month ago. I was like, dude, I want you to know that like that cover, I've seen it a million times, because like my favorite magazine like photo that I ever had was in this issue. So I'm gonna crack it open and show you guys real quick. So excited for this. And here it is. I know I've shown you guys this one on the channel, but it's just too good to not show you guys again. So this is me boosting the Incline Club spine. And it's pretty crazy looking. Like look at that. I think that will put it into perspective of how like big it actually is. Like it was gnarly. So it's a 6-foot spine with like a probably 9-ish air over the top of it, and I was super young. And I've talked about this before, but like if you look at that front wheel, you can see like a little green thing that's on there. I used to have like the spacer that was on there, and I loved it. It was a croupy thing, and I ended up finding it. And I just gotta put it on my BMX bike. I gotta like modify it too, but I do have it right here. So I figured I'll show you guys. Right. So there we go. There's the croupy piece that was on the front of it. So I got these. I want to put these back on my BMX bike. So hopefully I'll do that soon. So now we're going to start talking about my Vans collection. And I have the craziest Vans collection. This is just a few random boxes, but you can see right here. There's the Vans Skate High Pro. My name on it. It's got a Cranmer, which is crazy. Still, I can't believe that I'm a Vans rider for all these years. And these were my OG shoes right here, I believe. and I'll show you what's so cool about them. But you can see I took my English Bulldog's face and I put it on the insoles, and you can see my Instagram's right there, Scotty Cranmer. So yeah, if you get the other sole, you could put it together. I guess I'm being lazy. I'll just do it for you guys. There we go. I'm not being lazy anymore. You can see you can put the soles together, and it's my dog Clarence's face. So Clarence passed away back in 2022. Miss him dearly, but it's just amazing that I was able to get his photo on there. But I was super proud of this. I just love how creative this was, and nobody had ever done this at the time, and I don't know, I think it's a really cool concept. But I also want to show you something else that's really creative that never got to see the light of day. So over here is another thing of my shoes. So you can see I got Dennis Harrison's shoes here, I got Dakota Roche's shoes right there, but in here I have some rare shoes. Right here, this is my second signature shoe. So these are slightly used right here. But what I'm going to show you, these are cool, don't get me wrong, but these aren't my favorite shoe by any means. I'm going to show you guys my favorite shoe that never saw the light of day, and I'm so sad about it because I think it would have been epic. So this shoe was my third shoe, and the outside of it, this looks like it did when it came out. So you can see that on the back of it, it has like a logo. It's like a sprocket with the SC on it. But what's so cool about this shoe that never saw the light of day is right here. I had this idea of taking a pedal and putting it on the sole. And it's written on there. It says, place pedal here for a good time. And I was so proud of this. I was so excited. I knew BMX was going to love it. This is going to be like a legit BMX shoe, right? Like, there's a pedal on it. That was so cool. But I got all excited about it, and then the people at Vans that do all the, fun stuff behind the scenes, they were like, it's just going to be too much money to do. So we never did it, and I ended up getting these samples, though. So these are super important to me, and I wish that this was able to be a thing, but it is what it is, guys. So yeah, but this is my first time I'm actually showing it, which is pretty cool. So also in this pile, you can see there's a ton of shirts there. I have old Can't Slow Down stuff that I never got rid of, and I know I haven't been talking about Can't Slow Down. I just don't like being a salesman and trying to get rid of things like that. It's just not my thing. So I still do have shirts available. If you guys want to go to can'tslowdown.com, there is still stuff on there. There's even some stuff that's in here too. Yeah, you can see the logos that are right there. I don't even know what shirts they are, but they will be listed on the website. And I'm only saying this just because I see them here, so might as well just let you guys know. But also in this BMX pile, you can see I have my Mongoose reversal, the Pat Casey Forever bike, and very proud of that one. Excited to do something with that one in the future. And then over here, this is a really, really rare one. This is a Felt Bikes BMX box, right? So we're going to crack this one open. I'm going to show you guys what's up in here. Inside that box was my Felt Franchise Killer signature frame. I absolutely love this bike, absolutely hate the name. The Franchise Killer was a horseshoe team that I had, and I was a dumb kid, and I thought it would be funny if I named it the same one as my horseshoe team. Yeah, I know, it's stupid as heck, man. It was just like a dumb family thing, but it is what it is. But I'm super proud of this bike. It was really revolutionary at the time. Like, it was a really, really nice bike that was ahead of its time. You can see I had the built-in chain tensioners, which is something I always loved, and especially at that time frame when a lot of people were riding brakes and gyros and stuff. Very useful. And what's also really cool about this bike, it has the teardrop down tube, so that makes it a lot stronger, makes it a lot harder to dent as well. But this bike is absolutely mint. And it's super cool to see that I still have this thing all these years later, and it's a very, very special piece to me. But another thing I want to show you guys is something that I pretty much forgot about, and I'm grateful that I kind of did forget about it because it was a really tough time in my life, but I'm able to look back on it now, and it gives me a lot of pride that I made it this far. So let me show you. Right here are the walkers that I used when I was transitioning from the wheelchair to being able to walk on my own 2 feet again. So this is really crazy to see because it's something that I forgot about, but the truth is these things were so important to me, and I was so grateful to be able to use these and be out of the wheelchair. And it's crazy to see them now, man. It's just wild to think. This was my life right here using this thing. Like, this gave me freedom again to be back up on my feet and be out of a wheelchair. I remember when I filmed that video when I was still using this thing, but I wanted to do my record of my walk, the furthest I ever did, and I ended up doing like a 1/4 mile that day or something like that. And it was a huge moment for me. And so when I had to transition from going from this to being able to be on my own 2 feet was unreal, man. This reminds me of how hard it was and how blessed I am to be in the position I am right now. So definitely really cool to see. And it's wild, man. A lot of memories with this. And still though, if I use it right now, it makes my life a lot easier. I feel a lot more stable. But I'm just glad to be able to be up on my 2 feet still. So that's it. Just wanted to bring you guys all up to speed on what's happening this week with the channel. I have a lot of work ahead of me, and I'm going to have to get back to this and try to organize this. And there's so much stuff inside the house as well. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little trip. I hope you guys found some interest in some of the things I found. And I want to do more in-depth videos on everything too. So I have so much cool stuff that we're going to be able to go over once I get into these bins. But got a lot of work ahead of me. So either way, hope to see you guys all at the Nowhere Jam or the contest or whatever it's called. I don't even know. Maddie is the one who organized this whole thing. I'm just excited to be a part of it and to be able to go out there and experience BMX. And hopefully you'll see you guys there. But that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.